How's it going, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome to Theo Manny's World. I have two films for you. Both were shot with at least one of the cameras that's on this table right now, and one of them was shot with all of the cameras that's on this table right now. About at the beginning of the year of 2024, joined a live stream with Mike over at Filmboy24, and he's a great guy. Very cool stream. Talks about photography and all kinds of like filmmaking stuff. Super 8, 16 millimeter cameras, stocks, development. It's a great conversation. Well, in there, he asked if any of us wanted to participate in the continental United States in shooting a film that he would develop and then show on his live stream. There were 5 sent out, and we all got a particular word for our muse. Our muse's word. Mine was play. I shot it, I developed it, I shot it, he developed it, scanned it, and showed it on his live stream.
So we have a film. Yes, we're a little over an hour, but I want to show you a film. But first, before I do, I want to tell you about it. So we have our good buddy Manny from T.O. Manny's World. This is his Tri-X that I sent him. I sent 5 rolls of Tri-X if you're new to this live stream. They're very old. They were all manufactured in 1983, these particular rolls. So I sent 5 rolls of Tri-X to 5 different people in 5 different parts of the country in the United States. Over a period of 4 or 5 months, we got them all back. I processed them all. I scanned them all. 2 or 3 wanted me to just go ahead and post them as is and add a little music, whatever I thought was kind of neat. And then 2 or 3 wanted their films back. They wanted to play with them, and then they sent them back to me, and then we're going to show those in a bit. I do have Jeffrey's film back. His is going to be up to bat next Sunday. Still waiting on Dave Knopf and Matthew. When they get theirs finished and sent back to me, we will show those. In the meantime, we have Manny. Now, it's 2.5-ish minutes, I believe, now that I've set all that up. Manny's word was play. That is correct. This is his fun rendition. And by the way, what's the old saying? There's no right or wrong answer. There's no wrong way to do this. This was 100% just for fun. So it didn't matter what you did with your film. We all had a fun little single muse word. And as I'm talking, I'm queuing up his film, by the way. We all had our own little word. Mine was time. We did Mike's last week. He had art. Empty is next week. That's Jeffrey. Food was Matthew. And Dave Knopf had hope. So we'll get to those later. But for right now, let's see what Manny came up with. Again. Very overexposed at the beginning, but bear with it. Somebody get the lights, please. Thank you.
If you're willing to wait for the love of your life, please wait by the line. And you know dispersive prisms rainbow, but my native optimism isn't broken by the light. The idea of life without company fell suddenly. He crashed through the ceiling on me and pinned me to the pine. The layer upon layer of hope and doubt, crushed bones to oil in time. Are you a pusher or are you a puller? I pull the weight towards me. pushing me. Canopy of red milkweed passed over the blue. A 5-hour flock, not one dive down to tell you the truth. As night falls, Aquilia crows and whispers on his last wing. So abundant are we, left alone I shall be, but the waited phone never rings. Are you a pusher or are you a puller? I pull the weight towards me, and I like the zest of a lemon looking forward. Unless I have a woman pushing me. Are you a pusher or are you a puller? We can hold hands for 15 minutes in the sauna. We can hold hands for a full length underwater. I can push and pull. Ah. If you're willing to wait for the love of your life, please wait by the line.
Yay, Manny! Woohoo! Great job, Mr. Manny. Great job. I love that he made an appearance in it as well. Even Piper is cheering for you. Yay! Great film, very fun. Yes, that was fun.
So that was the film, guys. Yeah, I had a lot of fun shooting it. There were, a few things that went wrong with the film itself. It was a 40-year-old film that he sent. It was shot on Tri-X, a film stock that I haven't had a chance to shoot on in a long time. And it was, it was a lot of fun, and it was really neat to just be able to think in black and white, and I really enjoyed that, and knowing that it was a true black and white stock, not a color stock that I'm developing as a black and white negative, which is all of my black and white material. I really enjoyed the challenge of using the word play as the muse, because I wasn't too sure exactly where to go with it. Should I show that I'm playing with something? Should I show that, I figured I'll do what I do best, and I'll just play with my cameras and show you guys hopefully some fun stuff that would be interesting to watch. When you're shooting old stock, a lot of times what you do is you compensate for every decade of the age of the film. Hopefully it's been kept well. If it has been kept well, it stays a lot closer to its box speed. But for the most part, if you account for one stop for every decade, then you should get a properly exposed film. Now, Mike had told me that this film was going to need at least one stop. And since I had some problems with the film cartridge, it was sticking. And it's kind of dangerous to run a film cartridge that's sticking, because you can burn your motor out on your camera. So you want to be a little bit cautious with it. So I did the introduction with this camera, the Bauer, and I shot the titles. I moved on to the Chinon. The Chinon was the second one, and in both of those, like the Bauer I was shooting, it sounded like very stressed. And on the Chinon, it just stopped. It didn't want to go anymore. So I then shot with the Elmo 110, and that one as well, it shot just a little bit, and that was the golf ball scene. And, it stopped working. And I had, every time that I was about to shoot with each one of the cameras, I had a particular idea in mind. The Bauer was the only one that I was actually able to finish in its from the beginning of me shooting, because every time that I had a problem with it, it would take me like a week to get back to it. So it took me a while to shoot this film. I went from the 110 to my Elmo 1012 SXL, and I ended up shooting almost the entire film with the Elmo, except for the small pieces that were, jittery from the other cameras where the film was getting stuck. And there was no malfunctions with the cameras at all. The reason that I had the overexposure was because I was compensating one stop for every year. It's 40-year-old film, so I was shooting 4 stops over. Everything outside was 4 stops over. Everything inside was as much light as I could give it. And that some of them ended up being a little bit overexposed as well. Overall, I think it was either going to go one way or the other. Either the stuff that I shot inside wasn't going to come out, or the stuff that I shot outside wasn't going to come out very good. So I tried to make it a mix, at least, of stuff, hopefully, so we'd be able to watch something. Really a fun experience. It was it was a blast to be able to screen it on the live stream with Mike, to be able to get, to see what people thought of the film. And that was really fun. Thanks a lot, Mike. I really appreciate that opportunity, man. That was a blast to do. It was great. So the next film that I have to show for you guys is a film that I shot over 2023 and 2024 using Kodak Vision 3 500T with my Bauer S209 full auto exposure. I wanted to see, it's one of the stocks that this camera does not auto expose. It only goes up to, I believe, 160, so 200 for, tungsten balanced film. And I was really, really, really pleased. Here, let me show you guys that film right now. so that was the film, guys. Yeah, that was, one cartridge, just filming family events, little things that were coming up, and it was so much fun to be able to go out and shoot Super 8 for each one of those events, and be able to capture some analog moments. Super fun, man. And that was the Bauer S209, and I was very happy with how all the footage came out, and I was super duper happy with Mike's process and scan, because that film was also processed and scanned by Mike over at Filmboy 24. Just overall a really, really happy and pleasant experience, dealing with Mike, and having him do that work for me, because right now I have some stuff that I need to get together to be able to do back into my processing scanning. The scanner is nearly complete and ready to be to get going. I just got a full stock of reels for new film to be developed and thrown onto. So ready to go for 2025. I am very, very excited about this year, man. This is going to be a great year. And I plan to put all of these cameras to work a lot more this year. See what kind of stuff we could come up with. Two of these, three of these, four, actually all of the cameras right here on this desk right now all have macro. Each and every one of them. I never really actually realized that. Oh, cool. Possibilities are endless, guys. Shoot some film. Have some fun. 2025. Let's get it. All right, guys. So that's going to be my show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to all my new subscribers, welcome to the channel and to this journey in small format filmmaking. Thanks a lot, guys. Happy shooting. Take care.